What if the last 3 pieces of advice you received could change your fate forever? Would you obey ... or defy them just to prove you knew better? Today on Rescue Roamers, we reveal a haunting story of trust, stubbornness, and betrayal, and how ignoring ancient wisdom nearly destroys a man's life. The old fox lay on his deathbed, tired and fading. He called for his grandson and whispered 3 strange but firm warnings. Never share your deepest secrets with your wife. Never plant a jujube tree in front of your house. Never befriend a policeman. The grandson listened quietly, but deep down, he was puzzled. These rules made no sense. Little did he know these words would soon test everything he believed. At first, he simply wondered, why? But soon, curiosity turned into defiance. He told himself, Grandpa was from another time. His advice doesn't fit today's world. And with that stubborn belief, he decided to break every rule one by one. He wanted proof that nothing bad would happen. The first rule to break: befriending a policeman. He approached the village officer, invited him for meals, shared jokes, gave small gifts. Soon, they were as close as brothers. The grandson smiled to himself. See, no danger. Just an old man's foolish worry. Little did he realize, trust, once misplaced, can be a double-edged sword. Part 4. Planting the jujube tree. Next, he planted a jujube tree right at the entrance of his home. Neighbors shook their heads, some warned him, but he laughed it off. The tree grew fast. Its thick green leaves shaded his doorstep. Its fruit sweetened the air. Life seemed better than ever. Again, no disaster, just peace, or so it seemed. Now for the final rule. He needed to tell his wife a deepest secret, but he couldn't risk something real, so he crafted a convincing lie. He bought 3 coconuts, 3 cloths, and blood-red paint. By the village pond, he painted the coconuts to look like bloody human heads. Then, he wrapped them tightly. At home, he burst in, pretending to be terrified. I've killed 3 people. Please, you must never tell anyone. His wife was horrified. Shaking, she swore on her life to keep it hidden. They dug a deep hole and buried the fake heads behind the house. Weeks passed, then months. The grandson relaxed. He even joked in his mind. Grandpa was wrong. I did everything he said not to, and look, no consequences. Life returned to normal. The tree grew tall. The policeman visited often. And his wife never spoke a word about the so-called murders. Everything seemed perfect. Until the inevitable storm arrived. One afternoon, an ugly argument exploded between him and his wife. In her rage, hurt, and betrayal seething in her heart, she shouted, "Just wait. I'll reveal everything you've done." The grandson froze. He realized he had underestimated the power of anger. In a fury, his wife stormed off and did the unthinkable. She called the policeman, their trusted family friend. "Come immediately. I have something to show you. Something terrible." Within minutes, the officer stood at their doorstep. His wife led him to the backyard, pointed to the ground, and whispered, "It's buried there." The policeman ordered the ground to be dug up. And there, covered in mud, stained with faded red paint, were the 3 fake heads. Even after closer inspection revealed they weren't real, panic had already taken hold. Rumors spread like wildfire. Accusations followed. Investigations launched. The grandson's life, once calm and happy, crumbled overnight. He tried explaining, tried laughing it off as a prank. But trust, once broken, is almost impossible to rebuild. Neighbors turned cold. His policeman friend no longer smiled at him. Even his own wife could no longer meet his eyes. Everything: reputation, peace, friendship, marriage collapsed. All because he couldn't respect the wisdom of those final words. The grandson learned too late wisdom isn't about fear. It's about understanding people, emotions, and how fragile trust can be. His grandfather's advice wasn't superstition. It was survival knowledge passed down through painful experience. At Rescue Roamers, we bring you stories that teach, inspire, and sometimes warn. If you found yourself questioning your own judgments after hearing this tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let's keep roaming, learning, and rescuing ourselves one story at a time.